Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Randy, and I don't post often, but when I do, I usually share planner-related content. In this video, I'll be setting up September in my bullet journal. I'm using this A5 dot grid journal from Leuchtturm1917. It's in the color Rising Sun, and it's the hardcover version. I've been in this journal since July, and since I didn't get around to posting my flip for July and my August setup, here's a quick flip of both completed months. I really have been enjoying this journal, and if you're in the US and you've been thinking about ordering some products from this company, I do have a discount code with them for the month of September. I'll add it on the screen and in the description box. It's Randy10 for 10% off. It's not affiliated. Leuchtturm just graciously offered the code, and I wanted to let you guys know about it. So, before we get any farther into this video, I do want to mention that I'm not actually going to walk you through what I'm doing as far as drawing up my layouts and everything goes. I'll have things typed up on the screen so you can follow along, but this setup is pretty much the same as my July setup video. And all of the explanations behind my spreads and all of that is in that particular video, so I highly encourage you to check that one out if you haven't already. Instead of all of that kind of talking, I wanted to take some time to ramble about my planning in the last couple of months and I guess catch up since I've been pretty MIA from my Instagram. So if you're not interested in planner rambles and just want to see the setup, you can mute me and just follow the visuals. But if you want to hear about my rambles, then here we go. I've been using some variation of this setup, like the month on 2 pages, the monthly collections, the horizontal week on 1 page with notes, and the daily logs since April of this year. It started with the Hobonichi weeks, and it's been working really well for me in this current season of life that I'm in. I like to keep things pretty simple and practically the same from month to month, just because to me, that simplicity translates into low maintenance, which means consistency, which means I'll actually keep up with my planner, because I am so the type of person that has no problem abandoning a system at any level of stress I might be at. I also planner hop when I'm bored, so if I'm not stressed, I'm probably bored, and it's this confusing thing that you probably won't understand if you're not a planner person. Basically, I need simple enough but interesting enough in one planner. It's definitely a planner person problem, for sure. So trying to find and keep a balance between simple enough and interesting enough, I guess that's why I've just been so into bullet journaling lately. For the last few months, it's essentially a DIY planner that you can change the style of whenever you want, and for someone like me, that is very helpful. That's a very helpful feature. I like it. I feel like up until using this specific bullet journal, I planner hopped so much because I'd get so bored and it was so easy to leave because there was some pressure for me to stay in a particular planner and like that consistency in a planner, but I didn't care for that pressure, so I would write out a list for reasons to change the system. I'd look at the list and then I'd hop. For so much of the year, I'd get so restless because some years I would be in like 10 different books, and that's kind of crazy. I definitely experienced burnout, oh my gosh, can I just throw all of my planners and journals away? Why is this so stressful? A tool that is supposed to be useful and helping me organize my life was making me go crazy. I wanted to abandon literally everything, leave the community. I considered taking up digital planning. I'm just kidding. I'm a paper planner lover through and through. We're not... Anyway, all this to say, I did have quite the lull in my planning back in July and in the beginning of August, hence my hiatus. It's not that the system wasn't working or that it didn't fit my lifestyle anymore, it's just that I wasn't super interested in using it. I wasn't drawn to it anymore. I think I was making too many rules for myself, as if I was in an already completely designed planner and there was that pressure, and I was just trying to follow this one particular style in the bullet journal, and it was as if the flexibility and DIY aspect of the bullet journal just didn't exist anymore. And it wasn't fun, and there was no spark of joy, and I need that in a planner. So yeah, I was restricting myself on the layouts I was using and the stickers I was using, and I was being really careful. With this journal, I was pretty careless with my soft cover that I was using before this hardcover one, and the soft cover got this weird grease stain in the middle of it, and it kept growing, and I don't even know how it got there. But for this journal, when I moved in, I was like, no, I don't want that grease stain. I want this book to be beautiful and the pages to be beautiful, all of the spreads to be cohesive and amazing at the end of its term. And since that's what I was going for, I had very strict rules set in place. I wasn't using my planner, wasn't reaching for it if I knew that my hands weren't super clean or my environment was a little messy. I wouldn't even pick up my planner if I knew that my hand felt a little weird, because I knew my handwriting would turn out weird, and then my spread would look off, and it's like, oh, let's not do that. Yeah, and then in August, this huge wave of I literally do not care washed over me. Why did I let it matter in the first place how my book was gonna look months from now, if I even managed to keep to it, because of how it'll look on my Instagram feed? Not saying that there's anything wrong with caring about those kinds of things. I just realized that those things weren't a priority for me anymore. At this point in life and in my planner journey, I don't care about aesthetics or wanting my book to look a certain way after its whole lifetime in my system. I just want to use the book and actually comfortably live in it, utilize it, make it functional for myself. So if that means switching up my daily logs to fit whatever mood I'm in, or using whatever kind of handwriting, whatever kind of stickers on any of the pages, then I'm just gonna do it, because that's what I want to do. And I have found so much peace in this. I'm pretty much just going with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. Like for the setup, I use this Unipin pen in dark gray with a 0.5mm nib instead of just using the Pigma Micron pen the whole way through like I did for my last setup. I really liked how that looked, but I wanted to switch it up, and I don't even really know how I feel about this change. Like this Unipin pen, it's pretty fussy with the drawing time and using it with a ruler. So I don't know, just rolling with the punches, seeing where this goes. It's nice being pretty relaxed with this whole thing. I also tweaked the weekly layout that I'm using. I decided to make the margins larger and center the layout about the 2 pages, whereas before I stretched out the layout to the whole 2 pages. This kind of change would have been a big no-no for past planner me, and it's honestly so crazy to me that I was so restrictive like that. Like, who cares if I'm not using the entire page's real estate? Why should I care if anyone cares? Like, I should care about how it looks and how it works for me. And Lindsay from Lindsay Scribbles actually really helped out with this one. When she moved into her huge honkin' B5 bullet journal a few months ago, that transition was so inspiring to me. And yeah, especially considering we're very much tiny pocket planner people, using this larger space, it's been really nice and eye-opening. And I know for some of you listening, you're probably like, well, yeah, why did you care about aesthetics for your planner when it's just the planner, or any of the things that I've been talking about? Like I said earlier, it's a planner person thing, and if you're still listening, you're probably part of the community. So I hope you guys enjoyed this setup video. Let me know in the comments what you're using in September, your thoughts on bullet journaling, just any planner thoughts that you've got taking space in your life. I'd love to hear about it. Subscribe and like this video if you want. And don't forget about the discount code. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!